This is the Automotive Repair Podcast Network.
Everybody, Carm Capriato, Remarkable Results Radio. We are here with the wishes and graceness of the ASTA 2025. And I have a guest who I've actually been longing to have on my show for maybe a year and a half now. And I'll introduce her in a moment. But first of all, thanks so much to our sponsors. Hey, stay ahead of the curve with NAPA Auto Care's newest auto tech initiatives, Fast Track Assessments, Accelerator Immersive Training, and Tech Assist Smart Support. The future of technician training is here. Connect with your local NAPA representative for more information. Hey, let's face it, your shop management system is the most critical tool in your shop, and NAPA Tracks will move your shop into the SMS fast lane with on-site training, 6 days a week support, and local representation. Find NAPA Tracks on the web at napatracs.com. Hey, welcome back. Tonnika Haynes. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. We're here at ASTA, the Automotive Service and Tire Association in Raleigh. We're at the conference, the annual conference. Last year was a nice conference. This is a big one.
This is a big one.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much did you have to do with this?
A little bit.
Stop being so humble.
Slither.
Don't be humble.
Yeah. I just say a lot of stuff and I point fingers. I don't do anything.
You point fingers and don't do anything. Okay. Do this, don't do that.
Just make suggestions.
All right.
Yep.
Tonnika owns Brown's Automotive, Chapel Hill,
Yep.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Started by your dad.
Yeah. Started by my dad in 1980.
1980.
Yes.
I want to tell everybody what we're here to talk about. It's called Brown's Automotive.
Right.
And I had a chance to talk to you, and I can't remember where it was. And you started to talk all about your dad, the disciplines and the mentoring and the good stuff and the bad stuff. And I said, I got to have you on my show. We got to talk about the Brown effect.
Please don't call it that. He does not need to brand it the Brown effect. That would be so funny. I'll get him a t-shirt.
I would love that.
That's fine.
And here's the reason. It's a mentoring relationship. It's a guidance relationship. It's a disciplinary father-daughter thing. And I just thought it was clever to call it the Brown effect.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. I like it.
All right, good. The Brown effect. And here's why, Tonnika. There's a lot of family businesses in our industry. And there's a lot of dads and or moms that want to succeed the business. Sometimes they have and sometimes they haven't taught, given the strategies down. They sit in this mode of, I hope they absorbed all the things that were in my brain. I hope they learned from all the things that I did, even though I didn't explain why I did it.
Osmosis. They want you to learn through osmosis.
Yes.
Yes.
And when dad saw you doing something right, did he ever give you a high five?
No.
Okay. I knew that was going to be your answer.
No.
I did. Because my dad.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly. God Almighty. How will I ever find out if you're worthy? And I'm not going to tell you you did good. My dad did the same thing.
Father, he didn't. I'm not going to say he could have done it more. But I mean, that's the school he was from.
All right. I got it. This is the learning lesson for everyone who's listening, dad or children and everybody in the industry. My dad told other people.
Yes.
And then they told me. And then I told them, go tell him to tell me.
Yeah. So same, like even now, I know that my dad's out there just so proud of me, no doubt. So I don't need to lay on anybody's couch and talk about it. Yeah. But he'll tell everybody in Chatham and Orange County about all the things that I'm doing. And then I'll hear it back. Like, your dad talks about you all the time. I was like, I know. So I'm fine with it now. But it would have been nice to hear it. 16 and 17.
Yeah.
But then if he would have told me that at that age, would have gotten a big head.
I know.
So I would have still been open to more learning. If he gave me too much praise, then I would have become a know-it-all. Okay. Maybe. So I wonder.
Here's my takeaway from your brilliance. Guidance versus praise.
Right.
It's brilliant.
So yeah.
Wow. Guide me, Dad. Point me. Direct me. A couple of high fives and a sit down that says, listen, you did a good thing. I would have done it like this.
Right.
Then you take that, you stuff it in your brain and you roll it around and you say, wow, Dad had a great idea, but maybe now there's a hybrid of that I can do next.
So yeah, that's what I feel like I do now. I still have everything that he taught me, but then I try to add a little bit more sugar to it. Not too much.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, just a little.
You have sugar in your coffee?
I have Splenda.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
Just a little bit.
Throw a little Splenda on there.
A little Splenda on it. You don't want to make it too sweet. It'd be bad for you.
Oh my God.
But no, like when Dad would teach stuff, I was talking to Jimmy Lee, and he's asking me about Dad. Everybody wants to talk about Dad, which is great because I love talking about my dad. And it hit me that it was like the Karate Kid when Mr. Miyagi seemed to be old and cranky, and he was just having him to do random stuff, and it wasn't really random. So when it was time to fight, then, the wax on, wax off, and the coat on, coat off, all of that stuff kind of came, and it worked out. So he didn't even know the whole time that he was getting taught a lesson. So all the things that Dad was doing, all the things that he would say, he was preparing me for actually today. That's how I see it.
It is amazing about how we value our parent, our mentor, as we mature and get older and they slide back.
Yeah.
It was like, what would Dad do?
Yeah. I should put that on a bracelet.
Yeah. What's his first name?
William.
So what would William do?
What would William do?
What would William do?
WWWD. Yeah.
What would William do? Do you think about that a lot?
I do. I think the first time when he retired, I had a hard situation. And I tell people, Carm, I never worked for my dad. I worked for William Brown. My dad was at home. That was a different person. So I had a hard situation at work and I lost a key employee and I felt lost. It was like within the first year of me being on my own. And I called my father's phone number, but William Brown answered the phone. And so William Brown gave me the William Brown answer, but then my daddy called after work to check on me to make sure I was okay. So it's a difference. And so like, what would William do versus what would Daddy do is two different things, even now.
Boy, is that powerful.
Well, because, you want your dad to take care of you, you sit on his lap and you need to cry and whatever, but there's no time for that in the automotive industry when I'm dealing with a business. You cry when you get home.
Yeah.
Like he was pretty much saying, okay, so an employee quit and he asked me, what would you do if he got hit by a bus? And he literally, there were some bad words in it. What would you do if he got hit by a bus? Well, then I would have to go find another employee. And he said, well, do that. Like, you want to get in my pocket? You can't sit there and cry about it. Do it. Move forward. You can't sit in that. And so that was the lesson in that. And of course, it wasn't presented that way. But if he would have said it any nicer, I wouldn't have gotten it.
I call them slap upside the head moments.
That was a slap upside the head. Yeah.
In fact, frankly, I think that stuff is healthy.
Yeah, we don't have time for feelings right now.
Right.
We have time for fact and action right now. I can help you with your feelings and processing that later, but feelings don't fix cars. Facts and movement fix cars. So you're going to have to act and move to the next thing. Don't get stuck.
So think about the demarc line, business home.
Yeah.
You're driving, and again, I know you're not living with your dad,
Right.
but to the point where that you could steer the car to Dad's house and he could be Dad for you.
Right.
But if you showed up at Dad's house kind of unannounced, would he be Dad or William Brown?
Oh, he's Dad.
He's Dad.
He's Dad.
But would he say, all right, I'm done being Dad. What do you need? Now I'm William Brown. No?
Like now, at this ripe age, he's Daddy.
How old's Dad now?
I don't know. My dad had me at a pretty young age. So I think he's 66, 67.
Okay. He's a young man.
Yeah, he's still young.
Very young man.
Very young. So no, he doesn't show up for me for work or business. I can talk to him about it, but he's not involved because he's done all his teaching as far as that he could do. So he's just sit back and watching right now. He's like just in the lawn chair enjoying what he planted.
Is he just blown away by where this business is right now?
Yeah.
Not necessarily your unbelievable success, but all these things that are happening, all the technologies.
Yeah. He thinks it's crazy. Like he'll tell people, he's told me, and he's like, I started it, but you took it to a whole nother level.
Wow.
So it blows his mind.
Those are proud moments.
Those are proud moments. So I love to hear him say that.
So your son, Jordan.
My Jordan.
You're Jordan. I met Jordan. I met him at the UTI NASCAR school.
Right.
We were all there together. I think it was maybe 6-7 months ago.
Was it that long? Yeah, I think so.
We had a great tour. You were so proud. He was there. He came over and said hello. And now he's probably always been in the business, but he's getting prepared to go to Mercedes school.
Right.
Which is so damn cool.
That is really cool.
By the way, he's a young man of all of what, 19, right?
19, yeah. He's 19 years
It's
old.
like
I'm 40.
Yeah, exactly. He's going on 40. He's got his head so screwed on. How the hell did you do that?
I threatened him a lot. It's a lot of threats, a lot of pensions. Like, ugh.
Oh,
But no, he's just naturally amazing.
okay.
And his head is not screwed on 100%. It's a little loose. It could use some Loctite.
But
A 19-year-old, yeah, a
it's
19-year-old,
gotta
he's
be
impressive.
loose.
Yeah, I like him to be young. Like he's been running around the expo like a headless chicken, enjoying everything. I think maybe he got a tattoo while he was here. I don't know. But
There's a tattoo convention.
yeah, there's a tattoo convention.
going on
And
right
I
next
think
door
he
to
spent
us.
a lot of time over there. We'll find out when we get home what he's added to his body.
I bet you it says mom.
I don't have a mom yet, but I tell you what, he got for me, my favorite tree is Japanese maple.
Ah.
So he has that as a tattoo for me. And then my favorite Bible verse that I used to preach to him a lot. So he's got those two tattoos in my honor.
When we do these shows, I always look for these gems that come out of the mouths of my guests. And I just wrote down one of your gems,
Uh-oh.
a Loctite moment.
Yeah. He could use some of that. Well, couldn't we all, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a brand new way if families can talk to each other. Come here, you need a Loctite moment.
Get you screwed up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What is happening?
Yeah, your head is spinning and
Yeah.
we need to stop it.
Yeah, we need to stop that real quick.
Oh my God. You think Jordan one day will come in and you could be his Haynes moment?
He gets the same thing I got from his grandfather. And I do that with a little bit more honey than Dad did.
I see.
So I just remember when he started working in school, he was working for Carlos Perez, and Carlos gave him, he was like, how did you raise this? Because I don't know Carlos. He's just great. But then I need you also to uncle him and be a part of the village. So I think that he's had like a whole village, even like with Benji Burris. He thinks Benji's the best thing, and they've been hanging out this weekend. So he's got like a whole village of automotive uncles that are looking out for him.
Wow.
So it's not just me. It takes everybody.
You couldn't ask for anything more.
No, I'm lucky.
So tell me about your business. You've owned it now how long?
9 years,
For 9, and Dad's been in business, I think you said 80?
1980. So this
Wow.
is our 45th year.
Did you grow up in the business as
Oh,
a
yeah.
kid? Oh,
Every summer, flip-flops.
what did you love to do?
So we had dogs. I played with the dogs a lot. And we
Yeah.
were a body shop, so I like to play in Bondo. And I probably have some mental defects because of the smell of all the chemicals.
Do you bump into walls?
Yes. So there's nothing like a good hardener in some Bondo, that smell. So that's probably what's wrong with me, right? I like sanding.
You
Let's
like
see.
sanding?
I would like sanding. So I had a lot of fun at work.
That is
Just walking around to the local parts stores, and like I still know people from a kid that worked in those parts stores. So I am so
Oh,
lucky with my
my
community in the
God.
automotive industry.
You probably love to smell cores.
Yes. I love this. My favorite car is like the smell of a Volvo, and I can't remember the year it was, but my dad had this Volvo and I loved it. It had a little crown on the side. It was a coupe.
Yeah.
I love the smell of that Volvo.
Our listeners are listening to this and saying, damn,
Me too. And the smell of a Volkswagen. That's a good smell.
VWs?
Yeah.
I never smelled a VW.
Yeah, that's a good smell.
I guess I'm
Old bug.
going to go home and go smell a
Just
VW.
go smell an old VW and a Volvo. Those are my favorite car smells. And Bondo, of course. Yeah.
Oh my God. I had no idea we were going to all these great places.
Great places in my
So
mind.
you went in there and were you wearing your feet?
Flip-flops. Flip-flops.
Flip-flops.
Yeah.
But when did you get serious? When did, was it high school? When did you get serious
No,
about
it was middle school that I started to answer the phone. And believe it or not, and people don't believe it, I don't like to talk. I don't. I'm not a talker. I had to learn how to talk because my grandmother forced me to talk. Like, what's the cat's got your tongue? Closed mouths don't get fed. You need to speak up and use your words. So I think I started answering the phone at maybe 13 or 14, answering the phones, helping to write estimates and so on and so forth. But I tell the story that at the age of 16, the summer that I turned 16, I had my car, my driver's license, and I went to work, and my dad went on vacation for the summer and he left me there.
What?
Yeah, I ran the shop for the summer. Nothing, you were still in business. It worked. But I tell people that as an adult now, he had to trust me, right? Because there's no way that I could leave my shop to my 6-year-old children. But the Misty Miyagi stuff, I had been learning the whole time.
See, I use the words deep end of the pool a lot on this show.
Uh-huh.
When you get so immersed that you have no choice but to try to
Right.
tread water and get
Right.
some air. And that experience says, oh, wait a minute. I can just tread and start walking up to the shallow end. But wow, what a learning moment that I had.
Yes.
Right?
I think back on it now and nothing caught on fire. I'm pretty sure I made some mistakes, but nothing that I can remember. And I had to learn to trust myself. My dad already trusted me, right? So I had to trust myself in doing, and the employees had known me forever. Actually, we still have, he's no longer an employee, but he works next door in the shop because that's rented out. Eric was there. We've been friends for 32 years now. Everybody had my back. I had a community, like the other vendors around me. They probably knew what Dad was doing. And that's just how you taught stuff. You want to learn how to swim? Let's go in the middle of Jordan Lake and I will push you off the boat. And did you die? You did.
Yeah,
you can do it.
That's the words that I use a lot. I said, did anybody die?
Nobody died.
No. But then we're okay.
We're okay.
Wow. What was the summer of what year? Remember?
So 16 would have been 93, maybe.
Wow.
I think.
That's a long time ago. Is that 32 years?
No, I'm 48. So I was 16, 32 years ago.
Damn, you look good for 48.
Don't
I would have never done that.
I appreciate that. I can take that.
I would have had you for at least 37.
Yes, do not cut that out, Tracy. I need a record of that. Everybody heard it here on the Automotive Repair Podcast Network. I'm 32 years old.
You can start doing our promos, Trace.
I'm 32.
Before she leaves, we're going to have her record some promos.
Exactly. So yeah, that was a long time ago. I remember it and I think about it now. Like probably during that summer, I thought he was crazy. And there's a lot of times that I've thought that he was crazy.
The automotive world is changing fast and customers are expecting speed, accuracy, and confidence in every repair. To keep your shop competitive, your technicians need training that's smarter, faster, and future-focused. That's why NAPA Auto Care is excited to introduce 3 new auto tech initiatives: Fast Track Assessments, the Accelerator Training Program, and Tech Assist. It all starts with Fast Track Assessments. This tool pinpoints a technician's exact skill level, whether they're a student, job applicant, or a new hire, so you know their strengths and where they need improvement without putting a customer's vehicle at risk. Then comes Accelerator Training Program. Using immersive technologies like virtual reality, augmented reality, and AI-driven simulations, it compresses years of technician development into just months. Trainees practice real-world jobs, alignments, brakes, diagnostics in a safe, virtual-first environment with instant feedback. Instead of tying up your senior techs, they can focus on customers while new hires become billable, competent team members in record time. And once they're on the job, Tech Assist keeps that support going. Through AR-capable smart safety glasses, your technicians can instantly pull up torque specs, wire colors, component locations, and even connect with a live expert who sees exactly what they see, providing guidance step by step. System integration with information platforms and DVI streamline workflow and boost efficiency. This assess, accelerate, assist approach helps your shops deliver better quality repairs, faster training, and long-term success. The full solution launches March 2026, but beta registration is now open. Want your shop to lead the future of automotive training? Connect with your local NAPA representative today. Hey, let's face it, your shop management system is the single most important tool in your shop, period. NAPA Trax has made selecting the right shop management system easy by offering the industry's best, most comprehensive SMS. Now, it all starts when a local representative meets with you to learn about your business and how you need to run it. After all, it's your shop, so it's your choice, and having local representation is a huge plus. Customizing Trax to your business, whether you're a one-person shop or a large multi-bay or multi-location company, a representative consults with you to help optimize your shop's workflow, efficiency, and profitability. Trax always has the flexibility to do business how you need to do it, which means it can also grow as your business grows. And unlike the other guys, will be there for you after installation with the best training and support in the business. Yes, a learning management system tailored to each role in your company. Simply put, Trax was designed and built for shop owners just like you. Visit us on the web at NAPA Trax, that's NAPATRACS.com. Jordan goes to Mercedes school. He works for them for 2 years to make the commitment work. He comes back in the business and you're sitting there saying, what summer am I going to leave him alone?
I don't know. See, Jordan likes to be in the back. I don't know if he's built for the desk. Even though he has the perfect personality, everybody gravitates toward him. But I don't know if he would do it.
Okay, this is a really cool thing I want to ask you. Jordan comes in the business and he wants to be in the back because that's what he loves and he's being trained for. But mom says at your ripe old age of 37 that you have this timeline in front of you. And I do want to slow down, but I've got to get Jordan in the business, practicing his craft. And slowly, this goes on in businesses like ours all over America. I don't want to push him, let him be unhappy, wanting to leave. But do you think Jordan needs about a good 8 years of gravitating, maybe a little time on the counter and then slowly? Because if he could be heir apparent someday, like you are for William, what do you think he would do?
He does ask me now about numbers. He'll come in the office and watch what I'm doing, and I'll give him like this little shower of information. Not too much, not a whole rainstorm, just enough, a little drip every now and again. So he's interested, but I think maybe it's not really his thing right now.
Okay.
But I know that the shop's important to him, and he'll want to learn.
He's curious.
He's curious. So now my older son, Santana, is more, I think he will be in the office more.
Okay.
He's interested in administration and accounting and marketing.
And what's he doing now?
He's in school for that.
He's in school for it?
Yeah, he hasn't worked for me yet because I think he wants to find his own way. But I think maybe 2 weeks ago, he did ask me, hey, Mom, I want to learn more about what you're doing.
Wow.
And I don't know if that was just like, I need to make some money real quick or if he's really interested, but we'll find out.
But he's in school.
Yes.
What's he take?
Business administration right now. So all those courses.
So think about, he's in school, hearing and learning all this stuff.
Right.
They're talking business. Mom's got a business. So his level of curiosity, I mean, think about it. Our family was in business. I'm in school. I'm going to accounting first 101. And I'm trying to think, I've never seen our profit and loss statements, but now I may be able to go and talk intelligently with Dad about what that thing looks like compared to what I'm learning over here. So maybe he's bridging.
Well, I did that. I went to UNC Greensboro, which is only 45 minutes. And I went to school the second year of college. I started to work and go to school at the same time. So I only took classes on Tuesday and Thursday. And I worked at the shop Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Because I really like to go, well, that happened after my second year, because I like to go in there and implement what I learned. So I did the same thing. So it might be time for Santana to start doing that. I can see it.
Yeah, you as a mom can start in the mom way.
Yeah.
Getting a feel for what he's asking you. And then you can guide him by what information you give him.
And he could bring some stuff to the business.
Oh, I bet you he can. Yeah. It's got to be fun being you.
It is fun, but I don't want to force it. I don't want them to come work at the shop and then regret it. Like, I want them to want to be there. Because my dad used to ask me that a lot in my 20s. Do you want this job? Do you want to be here? Or do you think I want you here? Are you doing this just to make me happy? Are you also happy working here? And so there was never a time that I didn't enjoy being at the shop because I love to be around my father. Like right now, if my dad was sitting here, I would just be so giddy. Because I like to be with my dad. So I think he worried that I wasn't living my own life, making my own choices, and I was just doing what I thought he wanted me to do, but that was never true. But I also want to think that for my boys, are you doing this because this is the family business? You think this is what you're supposed to do? Or are you doing it because you want to do it? So I want to make sure that everything that they do as far as the business is their choice.
A very powerful lesson just spoken there, really. And I love the idea that he would ask you, are you sure you're okay? Are you sure you want to be here? Because a lot of parents will look at their children and say, one day all of this is going to be yours, so tough it up.
I don't want it. No, I've always wanted it. But I don't want my kids to say, I've got to do this because I'm a disappointed mom.
You want it for all the right reasons.
Yeah.
Because you learn to love it. You're successful at it. But you've been able to say, every day I've got a challenge, but I know how to come up and over it.
Right. I want to make sure that they have a good work-life balance. Because, the shop can be stressful. I don't want them to do anything just because they think mom wants me to do it. Like Santana used to play football, my oldest son, but he decided that I don't want to do this anymore. And that was a hard thing for him to tell me that. But what he told me, he said, Mom, I'm just doing it for you. And I said, oh, no, because first of all, you can get hurt if your heart's not in it. You can get hurt anyway, but don't do it for me. I want you to do it for you. And I think that's an acronym. People do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Work-life balance. You want it for your kids. How about the people in the shop?
Oh, yeah. So we're a 4-day work week shop.
No.
Yes.
Good for you.
So we're Monday through Thursday. They love it. I mean, I could be open Friday and I could make another, I don't know. I probably could make another $50,000 a month, but.
Okay.
I had kids growing up. I was with Dad at the shop, and I was lucky because I loved it. But as much as he had to work to build what we have, if I did not enjoy being at the shop and I was just a really girly girl and I never wanted to be there, I would have missed a lot with my father. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, it has to be a hard choice. Do you work 12, 14 hours a day? And that's what he used to do. Or do I go home and be Dad? But to be Dad, you have to provide, but you also have to provide emotional stuff. So with me and my kids and their sports and all the things that they wanted to do, I found myself when Dad retired being at the shop 10, 12 hours a day, getting home exhausted. And if I was doing that and I was making a decent salary and my employees were going through the same thing, what are their kids feeling like? How are they feeling? Like, if I'm tired, I know you guys are tired. We shouldn't be this tired. Life is more than just a paycheck.
When you went to 4 days, what did Dad say?
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
He used to say a lot of things. You shouldn't do that. You're going to lose a customer. You shouldn't do that. He said that a lot, but I think now he's just like, I think she knows what she's doing now. Well, what do you mean you're only open 4 days a week? I mean, I am only open 4 days a week. So he gets it now. I still work hard, and I think he could see everything I'm trying to do, that I am doing.
Do you plan your long weekend every week?
I get dressed on the weekends now.
You do?
It's like, you think about it, you get off of work on Friday.
You put your go-to-meeting clothes on?
Yes. I put on makeup and clothes. I don't wear sweats anymore, and I take myself to lunch, and I do things. And it's like, okay, so the 5-day work week, you get off on Friday, you're exhausted. You get up, if you have young kids, you got to do the soccer, baseball, all those things.
Yeah.
You go to the Walmart, the Target, or whatever you do. You cut the grass, you clean the house. Sunday, you go to church. And then after church, you go to lunch. And then after that, you're complaining in your mind that you have to go to work the next day. So when do you really get a break and live and enjoy your mortgage? When do you get to enjoy your mortgage that you're working so hard for?
Tracy, do you want to go to 4 days? We'll never do that, she says.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just wanted to enjoy my life a lot bit more. And my kids was important to me.
How long ago did you go 4 days?
I want to say it's been 2 years now.
2 years?
Yeah, I had to, because I was doing too much.
Yeah.
I was hospitalized, just walking around with a ruptured appendix, almost died. Hospitalized. 5 days is a long time in hospital. My team did the thing. I mean, they hit all the KPIs. Everybody worked together. They didn't miss me. So apparently I had a good team and they had been listening and I did not have to be there for everything. And I get back and they're funny and they looked at me and I was like, hey, we're good and we want to go fishing. Hey, well, let's go do a fishing trip for our reward. And I'm like, okay. But I think Cinco de Mayo was on a Friday that year. And I said, okay, well, let's just go to the beach. And so the employees and their spouses, I've rented a beach house. We went to the beach that Friday for the weekend. And I just left a note on the door. And I also said, for this summer, we're going to try to go to 4 days only. Told the customers, email, social media, marketing. We're doing 4 days only for the summer to see how that worked. And at the end of the summer, I never wanted to go back.
What did the customers say?
The ones that I wish went away a long time ago were like, well, that's my only day off. And I'm like, well, that's my only day off too. So what? 97% praised the idea. Like, even still, that's so cool. Thank you for taking care of your employees. So I got praised for it.
But you didn't lose any customers. The key
I
ones.
lost the ones that I needed to lose anyway.
All right. Did you get any new ones?
I do.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
What are you doing for marketing?
Marketing, I use the kids a lot. I use just a lot of personal stuff. We don't do a lot of marketing about, hey, this is a radiator and this is how this works.
But you're not doing Google ads?
I do Google ads.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
Through our website company. But we've been there so long and we're right there off the highway. And I get a lot of great word of mouth advertising. So I'm lucky in that.
That's the number one avenue for new clients.
My customers are my people.
Wow. What else is going on at the shop? Buying any new pieces of equipment?
Oh, man, I have to buy 2 new lifts.
No.
But, I mean, it's time. They're 25 years old.
Okay.
So I got that happening.
I mean, are you here looking for specials?
I think I'm going to hit up that Carlisle truck just because I want something green. It's so cool.
Isn't that cool?
It's the coolest truck. It was in Vegas.
I know it was.
And I was like, whoa. So I just want green stuff.
You were at NAPA now?
Yeah,
That's right, you were.
Yep.
That's right, you were.
Yep.
Yeah. Whoa. That Carlisle display was off the charts.
Yeah. So when they pulled it in Wednesday afternoon, I was like a 2-year-old looking at this big truck come in. I was like, it's green.
Do you buy tools for your people?
I got the major tools, but they get their own stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
So you don't buy any tools for them?
If they need something, and let me know. Like if I go out there to the truck with them, hey guys, what do we need?
Are they carrying a lot of tool debt?
I've got one kid that I'm worried about. He just bought a toolbox, and AJ knows he's in trouble, but he's been taken care of, and I'm trying to teach them to make smarter choices with that stuff. Stop buying.
Come to me first, and let's talk
Stop
about
buying beef jerky off the tool truck.
Oh my, yeah. Oh, so many people have said that.
It's funny. It's like we can get a whole box from the Sam's Club.
Yeah,
what you're praying for.
Buying for one.
Yeah. So I think, was it Christmas before last, I got everyone one of the Dave Ramsey program about financial freedom.
Perfect.
Hopefully they're using it. But the younger kids, I'm really trying. I've got one in particular that I'm trying to stay on him about his finances. And he's getting it. So I love it.
A lot of young people just don't want to listen to the older, wiser parent.
Yeah.
Or shop owner. A lot of people I talk to do Dave Ramsey for their people.
Yeah.
And they help them out.
Because it's important.
Yeah.
They're throwing away money and stuff.
I keep seeing these stats. And this morning I read another one that 50% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck.
That's wild.
I'm having a really tough time because when you look around the world that you know, and I say, I don't believe that person is and that person is, but there's got to be a whole bunch of people I don't know that are not making it.
They're not making it. And my shop is in a decent community. They're like nice. Average houses probably start at $700K, which I think, yeah, for the size. But I think people buy stuff they shouldn't have. I do it too. But they're house poor and car poor, and they can't afford the oil change on the very expensive car they just bought.
They're house poor.
They right out of school, college, or whatever, and they're just looking on social media and saying, oh, that's how my life's supposed to be. So instead of getting a starter house, they start out with an $800,000 house. Like, why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah. Why are you so house poor?
So when you see flipping channels and there's this HGTV,
exactly.
and they're out house hunting?
Yeah, and they're like, oh, yeah, I knit for a living, and yes, I paint trees.
And they're buying.
Our budget is $1.2 million.
Right.
Like, what?
Do
they ever have jobs? They never have a job.
Tonnika, what I want to know is where's this money coming from?
Where's your money coming from?
Yeah. Did they win the lottery? Are they trust fund babies? Trust fund babies?
No.
But I want to know the rest of the story.
They get in a house and they cannot furnish it. They get in a house and they buy stuff like from the yard sale to furnish the house because they're house poor.
They go to Ollie's and get a couch.
Or maybe they just sit on crates. I don't know. But they let their friends.
The house
is a huge house. Like, yeah, but you're miserable and there's no love in there because you're unhappy.
There's no love in there because you're not happy.
And things are echoing because you have no paintings on your wall.
You have these brilliant way to say things.
Like they're house poor and they're just sad. They're just
Chapel Hill is where the college is.
Yep.
And of course, that's why the houses are as much as they are. So the professors have a place to live, right?
It's ridiculous. The school is run by more than professors, and the people actually that have to run the school and the hospitals, the employees, can't afford to live where they work. I think it's a crock.
Oh boy. Is the economy and the state of people's attitudes right now affecting your business?
Yeah, when people complain about prices, I'm like snarky, believe it or not. Not mean, but people are used to me. I'll make people think about what they're saying. Like, you get your car fixed every 6 months. You get service every 6 months if you drive them, right? So you are crying about an oil change, tire rotation, and maybe some filters. So maybe that's $200. If your car is in great condition, you don't need anything else. Right. $225, right? Do the math. 6 months. That's not that expensive. Yet you have absolutely no problem stopping by Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, Jesus' chicken. What else do we do? Target for nothing. Like, you go to Target for soap and you end up spending $100. Like, they have no problem spending that money, but they have a problem spending the money. Yeah, you've got a Starbucks coffee cup.
I have a Starbucks coffee cup. It's up in the camera.
Yes.
And if you're doing audio with us, please switch over to YouTube and watch the video because, first of all, Tonika's a beautiful woman, but if you see the expressions on her
Look at this stuff. I mean, I do it too, but
but this is an Americano. What did I pay $4 for it? See, I don't do this stuff at home, but I've kind of no choice when I'm out.
But there are people that do that every day.
But they get, like there's 10 words that describe the cup. It's this big.
Right.
And they're spending $10 on a cup of coffee.
And they do it every day, and they don't think that you're driving something that could kill you, your children, the people around you, but you want the cheapest way out. Help me help you. Make it make sense.
Yeah. Give me a deal so I can keep buying expensive coffee.
Exactly.
I'm going to assume there's 18 cents worth of coffee in this thing.
So if people would take the time to think about things like that, I think they would not say some of the things to say about the automotive industry, but they don't and they won't because we can't get on board and make a decision on how we're going to present ourselves, first of all. So
I was having a wild discussion this morning, and this idea hit me a week ago. My brain, I can't turn it off. Okay?
We know. It's fine. We love it.
So we were talking about the diag process of explaining to a client that you need to do this testing.
Yes.
And in this particular case, we've got to test for this and get to that. And how do we explain this to people? I may not be right. I may be a little out there, but I was thinking of the word copay. That people understand when they go to the doctor. Some people have great plans. They have zero copays. They don't get this. But a lot of us, we have a copay. 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. And sometimes when you go get a procedure done, you got to pay $200, $300. That's the copay. It depends on your level of insurance, but yet they have no hesitation to pay the copay because they want to go to a specialist and get repaired somehow. Right. They want to get fixed. I want you to fix my car, but I don't want to pay.
I don't want to pay you. Well, I think I had a conversation with a customer that did not understand that we need to charge her for a pressure test. So my coolant is low. I keep adding coolant. Just add coolant. Like, no, I'm not doing that because that's like putting a Band-Aid on something that could need stitches. So let's do it properly. We need to do a pressure test, and then we'll find out what's wrong with it. And then we'll let you know what we need to do from there. She did not understand, but she was a nurse. And I said, so, ma'am, when I come into the doctor's office, I do not want to step on a scale. I do not want you to prick my finger or take my blood. And I definitely don't need you to tell me my blood pressure because I'm already nervous about being here. But you have to do it anyway. I don't get to come to the office and tell you your intake process. So why do you think you should do that here? And she got it. And I said I got it so she could understand it. And she got it. She said that made so much sense.
The professionalism of our industry needs to be on a higher trajectory than it is.
Right.
Because you're just a mechanic. You're always trying to upsell me. That TV show Tires that came out on Netflix really
good and terrible.
I've said this in a speech. Funnier than all get out, but it's killing our industry. Yeah, killing our industry. And so they just think you're trying to upsell.
Right.
But you can't make the proper decision unless you do this proper testing.
Exactly. And then with the DVIs, customers, I don't want to know all of that. Yeah. So you go to the doctor because it's your annual visit. And if they don't do those things and they don't test your blood, they don't get to proactively tell you, hey, your cholesterol level needs to be paid attention to because you can't feel your cholesterol being high. But they have to do the testing and they give you the DVI and say, hey, this is the health of your body. I need to do the same thing for your car because you get to see the doors and you can see the headlights and your oil change light comes on your check engine light. But underneath your car, your axle's busted. You're not going to see that. This is happening. You're not going to see that. You got an old seat that's going to turn into a leak and you need to plan for that for the next 6 months. Let me do my job. We will let you do your job and we will make a decision together as a customer. But you can't come in and tell me how to do my job. Like all you have to do is my favorite thing people to start off. Well, all you have to do is, and if I had a lift, I would do it myself, but you don't. So let me do my job.
You're amazing with your words.
If you smile and raise your eyebrows when you say it, it doesn't seem like you're attacking anybody. Like,
That's right.
Help me help you.
And my specialists are going to be all over this thing.
Yeah. Let my guys do their thing.
You are an amazing wordsmith. Seep to leak, Loctite moment, Uncle him, guidance versus praise. I had so much fun with this. Tonnika Haynes, Brown's Automotive, Chapel Hill. We started off this thing about her dad, and I called
we went everywhere with this.
I call it, mentoring from the Brown moments. But final word to shop owners that are listening about where this industry is going, what they need to do to be, at the top of their craft.
My soapbox right now is getting these kids in the door.
Yeah.
We have to get out of our own way of not liking their hair, their tattoos, and their music. and mentor these children that want to come in the industry and stop scaring them.
Yeah.
And other industries are not taking them. We're giving them away.
That's right.
Let's looking at the kids walking around here, and they look like they're all up to no good. And as they should be, because they're 19 and 20 years old. Remember when you were that age, be the uncle that guides them, teach them what to do, and also take the time to learn from them. Because if we don't, and we keep sending them to the electrical and the HVAC, what are we going to do?
We're a high-tech industry. We're an unbelievable career. Find the right top shop to be in it.
Right.
And we've got to get the message out to the counselors and the parents.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on board to listen and learn from the premier automotive repair business podcast, Remarkable Results Radio. Get your episodic education on the ARPN listening app at automotiverepairpodcastnetwork.com. Also enjoy the podcast on our Carm Capriato YouTube channel. Carm is all for advancing the professional automotive service industry. Until next time.